to YouTube. Waiting for BookWorthy podcast. All right. Let's see. Welcome to our live show. There is a delay, which is super fun. All right. Go back to the studio because I like that a little better. There is a delay on this, so I think I at least have it working. Yay. So this might affect some of, let's see. Broadcast, live chat. Okay. There is a chat. Okay, welcome to live chat. Remember, yep, guard your privacy, all those fun things. Okay, maybe. All right. Yay! Okay, we're here, but I don't like that delay, but we will work with what we got. Yay! Okay. All right, we got 2 minutes until noon, so we will tell you a little bit of a funny story before we get into all the craziness of today. So you might be wondering why I have access to a referee shirt. Now, good to know that this is not something I went and purchased for this March Madness event. It is something that has been hiding in my closet. Why? Well, when my husband and I were a little bit younger, and our kids were younger too, we only had 2 kids at the time. And so that meant we're playing man-on-man defense. So then we prayerfully considered whether or not to have another child, and God was gracious enough to answer our prayer with boy number 3. And so that became, we're in zone defense now. So my parents have the habit of buying us funny things when we have fun things happen, like, I don't know, a new baby, that kind of thing. Well, they bought us these shirts. And my husband and I both got referee shirts when our 3rd son was born. And we basically wore it home when we were bringing him home from the hospital to introduce him to his brothers and all that fun stuff. So it's kind of a fun little memory, the reason why I have a referee shirt in my closet. So so glad you're here. Glad the live, I think, is working. Are we working? Not working. Still waiting. Waiting for what?
Sort of active.
Yeah, it says, yeah, I said it's going. All right. Let's. All right, this says it's going. This does not say it's going. All right, we're going to continue to play. Hello, hello. We'll get to the madness and why we're all here momentarily, but I am struggling to go live on my other page. See, it says it's there. All right, let's see. I want to get this one started. Don't want to use an encoder this time. Boo. I love technology. It's my faves. Not my faves at all. See? It's right there. Welcome to our live show. Live now. All right. All the fun things. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to BookWorthy Podcast. Yay. All right. So it's showing something. Average view time. All right. Says I'm live. We'll hope this is working because this is still going. Oh, goodness. All the things we do for all the fun. All right. Okay. It is afternoon. So everything is saying I'm live wherever I'm supposed to be live. So we will try to get this started and let the madness begin. So welcome to middle grade March Madness. I am children's author Valerie Fentress, the host of the BookWorthy podcast, and I have invited 32 middle grade authors to participate in an NCAA championship style competition. Now, this is purely a reader's choice competition, not a literary competition, as well as an opportunity for authors and readers to connect throughout the month of February and March. The author winner of the whole championship will receive a $50 Amazon gift card, an author care kit put together by me, as well as 24 count Middle Grade Madness Champion stickers, plus a JPEG for their website. But you, the reader participants, you also put your name into a random drawing for the Reader's Prize, which is all the books participating, and some BookWorthy swag, randomly drawn after the championship match on March 27th. So the contest details are in the description below, and this contest and giveaway is not sponsored by any platform, author, or publisher. But today, we are setting up our bracket to see what books are going head-to-head in the first round of our competition. Here are some of the contest details. For 2026, the contestants were chosen by invitation from BookWorthy. That's me. Books are intended for ages 8 to 12, which is kind of the middle grade category. Books don't conflict with BookWorthy's statement of beliefs. You can see that over on my YouTube channel. And the more you participate, the better chance of moving your favorite books forward in this competition. The initial ranking, how I've numbered all the books, has no weight in the matchups. Only you, the reader, has the power to move your favorite books forward in this competition. So let's find out what our matchups are. If you still need a March Madness bracket to fill out your predictions, you can check out the description below. Each book has been given a number randomly from 1 to 32, care of the Wheel of Names. 1 through 16, claiming one spot in our numerical order, and then returning to the first match and going down again 17 to 32. I did have 2 authors back out of the competition, and that's why the original number was 32 instead of 30. Make the plan, stick to the plan, expect the plan to fall off the rails, then reinvent the plan. 'Tis the way of life. So let's fill in our bracket. Match number 1 is Smoke and Mirrors by Jeff Maxim versus Bob Smiley's Average Boys Above Average Summer, a matchup of magic and laughter. Super fun. All right, match number 2 is The Unlikely Intrusion of Adams Klein by John Greco versus Brian Davis's Sacred Scales, Time Travel versus Dragons. Sounds intense. All right, match number 3, we have Time for Courage, a World War II novel by Rob Curry versus Beneath the Swirling Sky by Carolyn Leilagou. Gestapo versus Distortionists, kind of battle of the blues here. We'll see how they do. All right, match number 4, we have The Chosen Kids saga, Encounter at the Dunes by R.M. Ruiz versus Bill Myers' The Magnificent Mulligans, Fear, Flights, Kangaroo Fights. Watch out for that kangaroo's left hook. All right, match number 5, we have The Box M Gang by Mark L. Redman versus Kristen Joy Wilkes' Fooey Kerflooey, Cowboys and Squirrels. There's a lot of ways this can go. All right, match number 6, we have Adventures in Oculus, The Spider Witch's Curse by Teresa Villarreal versus Kelly McKinney's Jeff Pennett's Field Guide to Raising Happy Parents. I think a field guide might be needed in a Portal Fantasy. What do you think? All right, match number 7, we have Harlow Morgan and the Sky City by Lindsay Llewellyn versus Mark Rainwhite's Trapped in a Hot Air Balloon. The sky's the limit on this matchup. Super fun. All right, match number 8, we have Izzy and Oz and the Plastic Dinos of Doom by J.J. Johnson versus A Girl and Her Noble Steed by Carthana J. Fanning. Dino Mystery versus The Power of Prayer. I wonder how that'll turn out. All right, match number 9. We have The Dragon Slayer Bible Stories, Land of Giants by Lori Christine versus Penny Reeves' Camp Max. Giants versus a tenacious tween from the land down under. Sounds like quite the scrappy match. We'll see how it goes. All right, match number 10. We have Ghost Town Treasure Hunt by Abby Lee versus Soledad and the Curse of the Phoenix. Ghosts kind of give me the chills, and Chicken Scratch Publishing, I'm so sorry that these two are going against each other. All right, match number 11. Hotel Oscar Mike Echo by Linda McKillop versus Guardians of Time, The Dog Snatcher by Phyllis Wheeler. These are sure to tug on your heartstrings. Yeesh. All right, match number 12. Keep 'em Flying by Nell Branham versus Galloping Away by Robin Kolb. Lots of grit and determination will battle it out here, I'm sure. All right, match number 13. We have Parable Port, The Sower's Secret by Brock Eastman and Sean Stevenson versus Terry Hillard Brown's Drandar the Dragon Knight. We'll see how a dragon stands up against these out of control birds. It'll be fun. Match number 14. We have Jack versus the Tornado by Amanda Cleary Eastip versus Becca Warwill's Road Trip Rescue. Road trips and tornadoes. It sounds like a wild ride to me. All right, match number 15 is the Dreamkeeper Saga by The Dragon and the Stone by Catherine Butler versus The Talismiths by M.L. Hodder. Dreams versus magical objects with mysteries to solve to save the world. Oh my. Well, those are our matchups. There are 15 full matchups. We'll get a full list of those in the voting link in the King Sumo link down in the descriptions. Best of luck to all the books and authors, and you can vote to enter to win these 30 titles in the King Sumo contest link in the description. If there's a matchup of books that you haven't read, check out the book highlights in the Middle Grade Madness playlist to see what those books are about. You can choose the one that seems more interesting to you if it's not a book that you know and have read. Be sure to like and subscribe for all the March Madness fun, and tune in next week live on February 27th, noon Central, for the results of these matchups and who will make it into the next round. If you still need a March Madness bracket to fill out with your predictions, check in the descriptions below. And voting is due by February 26th at 11:59 p.m. Central Time. Any votes received after this time, because I will have to sleep at some point, will be deleted, and duplicate entries from the same email will also be deleted. Look for a how-to video in my profile if you have any questions about how to enter and vote for your favorite middle grade books. Happy reading and best of luck to the authors and readers. We'll see you back here next week.